Gordon was being rebuilt at Crewe, so the VAT director had instructed Henry to teach Casey how to handle passengers in case Casey was needed to pull the express.
You will both pull passengers from Tidmouth to Barrow-in-Furness. Henry, show Casey the ropes.
Yes, sir.
Casey was a bit concerned. He was more used to handling freight trains. The last passenger train he had pulled was during the Great War, and that was composed of smaller coaches. He also knew that, along with Henry's rebuild, came a change in the big green engine's attitude. A change that he and the other engines did not exactly welcome.
Oops.
There is no way to treat coaches. Anyone would think you are a barbarian with the way you handle them. Now watch how I do it. Just like that. That didn't look so hard, did it?
Sorry. I guess I'm just rusty because I haven't pulled a passenger train in, well, forever.
Anyone would think you'd never pulled one in your life. Anyway, you've got a lot to learn. Hopefully you don't end up embarrassing me. That would ruin my image, and yours too. Though I think you've already ruined my image.
A few minutes later, the passengers boarded both trains. The conductor blew his whistle, and both engines set off. Eventually, they stopped at Knapford. Henry smoothly halted at the platform. As Casey approached the platform, he started to brake. Unfortunately, he realized too late that the coaches were heavier than he thought. He skidded for quite a distance before he stopped with two coaches beyond the platform.
Incompetent. That's what you are. You should be more careful. You're carrying living beings, you know.
Sorry, Henry.
Oh, I should think so too.
Don't worry, Casey. Just keep practicing. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it.
Thank you, Thomas.
As the day progressed, Henry became more and more cocky. Casey thought he was just insufferable, and so did the other engines, who Henry saw and passed. At one point, when Henry and Casey were cruising along the main line, there was a slight jerk. Henry and his driver didn't take much notice and carried on, but Casey saw that Henry was one coach short. He knew something wasn't right and reversed back down the line to retrieve Henry's lost coach. Henry reached Barrow none the wiser that his brake coach was not with him.
Oi! Where's your brake coach?
It's at the end of my train.
Oh, I see. It's imaginary.
What are you... It was with me, I swear.
Apparently not.
It was. There must be some sort of mistake.
Before Henry could finish, he heard a familiar whistle. At that moment, Casey pulled in with two brake coaches. The passengers got out of the coaches to thank Casey, and the conductor had to shoo them away to get them into their train.
How? What? Huh?
Did cockiness bite you in your tender back there?
No, it wasn't my fault. Oh, yeah, I guess it was my fault. I should have realized that my brake hook's attached to my train. I just got too big for my wheels. I'm sorry I was rude to you too.
It's okay, and I'm sure it was only an accident. I must say, you were a pretty good mentor, despite being a bit full of yourself.
It was more than just a bit. Besides, I think you did very well. There were a few hiccups, but you certainly proved to be pretty capable. And compared to Gordon and James, you were a lot less brash and boastful about taking the express. Though I guess I don't have much room to talk since I wasn't any different today. Also, don't tell Gordon that I said this, but I wouldn't mind seeing you take the express once in a while. Gordon could use a change. It's probably a freight train with his name on it.